Hi guys, Dr. Brooklyn Storme here from Cerebellum Consulting, and I'm down at the beautiful Oliver's Hill in Frankston. It's just gorgeous here. I'm on my way to the office to see my first client there today at 3:30, but couldn't resist just stopping off and sharing something with you. I was having a little bit of a think today about how we think about things and how our thoughts sort of impact our feelings, and I wanted to give you an example because I've been at the school this morning, so working with kids is on top of my mind. Hey guys, thanks so much for joining. Hope you're doing really well. I got Mel. Valley's watching. Melville's watching. Hey Mark, how you going? Hey Mel. Yep, so one of the things about kids is they tend to internalise a lot of stuff. You know, they take it really seriously because they're still learning about resilience and what to take on board and what not to take on board. But, you know, there's a lot to be said for the way we interpret events and how they impact on the way that we feel. And I remember when I was a little girl, as most of you know from a previous video, I had my finger completely bitten off by a dog. So, I don't know, yeah, it was my ring finger, and it's covered in scars and goodness knows what. And you know, the day it happened and I was at the doctor's surgery, I was in tears because I was so embarrassed about my finger. Hey Pooja, how you going? And I was thinking, oh, no one's going to like me anymore because I've got this deformed finger. And you know, I cried about it to the surgeon who was fixing it, and to my mum who was there helping me. And you know what, I went to school, and for months I kept my hand in my pocket. And if I was wearing a dress, I would always sort of tuck it up in amongst my dress because I was so embarrassed about my finger. And it became such a problem at school that people were starting to ask me, you know, what's wrong with your hand? And I'd say to them, you know, oh, my finger's deformed, there's something really horrible with my finger. And then when I would show the kids, they'd pick on me and they'd say, oh, that's gross, that's disgusting. And then that would make me feel really bad. And then I would go back to hiding my finger. But I guess, you know, now I'm a grown up, what I've come to realise is the way we perceive things is how others are going to perceive things about us. So now I think to myself, well, you know, I changed my thinking. I don't think my finger's that bad anymore. I'm not such a drama queen anymore. Hey James, how you going? But you know, what I think to myself now is, okay, well, I was very lucky and I've got a fantastic story to tell everybody about my finger who's interested in it. And you know, I'm really proud of these scars now. And so now, because I'm proud of them and I feel good about them and I have a different mindset about them, it's not so much of a problem for me anymore. And do you know what, I'll let you in on something here. Actually, my whole adult life, no one's ever mentioned my bloody finger. So yeah, it's what's going on is how I was thinking about my finger was affecting how other people are going to perceive it as well. And this has become a topic for today because working with a couple of the kids at the school, you know, they've got their own little quirks and idiosyncrasies that they're not too comfortable with, and they seem to be drawing attention to themselves because of it, and this attention isn't good, and it seems to be reinforcing this idea that there's something not right with the children. And I just want to try and squash that as quickly as possible if I can. And I know a lot of the parents, you guys watch these videos, so if you hear your little one talking negatively about something to do with their body or something to do with their behaviour or things like that, let's try and jump on it. Because if they feel good about it, if they accept who they are, if they're accepting that there's nothing wrong with them, then they won't be projecting any bad things onto people around them, and they're going to reduce the likelihood of stigma, and they're going to reduce the likelihood of getting picked on. And don't we want all of the kids to be happy and functioning well at school? I mean, some of these little kids today, you know, they're not concentrating when they're in class because they're thinking about what their friends are thinking or what's going to happen to them at recess and things like that. I want to try and stop that. So guys, if you're watching, if you're around kids, if you hear kids say they don't like their big toe or they don't like their nose or something like that, let's try and teach them to love themselves, warts and all, so that they don't do what I did and spend a whole lot of time, you know, upset and in tears and getting picked on. Anyway, we've got a couple of comments. Mark saying, funny how negatives become positives in the long run. Yes, so true. Hey Michael, how you going? Really nice to see you. I think it's your first time. Thank you so much for joining. Anyway, that's all for today, guys. As I said, I'm sort of down at the beach at the moment. I'll give you a quick look. So this is the bottom of Oliver's Hill in Frankston. It's just gorgeous here. I'm about to head into the office, and I want to say thank you so much for watching today. I hope you all have a really awesome day, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.